Well, funny meeting you here as I do a box opening for a new pipe that just arrived in the mail from Old Carolina Pipe Cottage. And what I ended up getting was my second Christmas pipe. My first one that I have that you've seen in the past is from Sayers Pipes in Ireland. Beautiful, beautiful custom pipe made for me. I love this thing. You've seen this before. Adding to the second Christmas pipe collection. Do you guys have Christmas pipes? Does that sound weird for some, a Christmas pipe where you only smoke it once a year or during the Christmas season? I don't think it's weird. So, here's the surprise, the grand reveal. You ready? Savinelli St. Nicholas pipe with that magnificent green on it. That beautiful stem. Oh, just the swirl and the grain and the stripe. I believe this is a 626. A little bit different than the 673. You know, the Savinelli. Let's put them close to each other. Same size, right? Just about the same size. The Savinelli has a little more wood, so it can handle the heat. This, just about the same. And of course, the 320 Author. I mean, this bear here, that's like you could have a furnace inside that bowl. So what am I going to put inside the Savinelli 2021 Christmas pipe? Well, first of all, let's just do a little quick review. Fits in my hand perfect. It is, the bowl is the size that I wanted. I did not want, it looked bigger in the picture. I mean, it looked as big as a 320 Author. I thought I was going to be holding it like this. I am glad that this is the size. This is a clencher for when you have to just like do something with your hands for a second and then come back to this. This right here is an all-day clencher. I like it. Even though it's not a chin hanger, it's still very light. What do you think of the look of it? Slight bend in it. Comes with a balsa filter, which I'll use just once, obviously. I'm not a huge filter fan unless the pipe tobacco is like too goopy. But I think what will I put in it for its maiden voyage? Shall I put some Old Dark Fired, some McBaron Golden Extra, Haunted Bookshop, Virginia Cream, Dorchester, which is matured Virginia, and Louisiana Perique. Let me just open this up. You know what? I didn't open this up yet. Well, son of a gun. Let's pop this baby open. Okay, now we'll... there we go. Oh, that's such a pretty smell. But it's probably very, very moist. Virginia with Perique. You have to see this. Isn't that pretty? Makes you just want to like stick a pinch between your cheek and gum. Some of you guys will remember that reference. So actually, you know, I'm just going to dry a little bit, just for a little bit while I talk. And I think I will try this Virginia blend, Virginia Perique blend, in the 2021 Savinelli St. Nicholas pipe. So let me just take a little bit out, take a little pinch. Do you remember the commercial, just a little pinch between your cheek and gum? Put down below if you know where that reference is coming from. You might have to be a little bit older to remember that. Savinelli Christmas pipes come in a beautiful red box. They come with a, I don't know, what do you call it? That little pipe thing that goes in there that fills the spot if you don't want to put a filter in there. A little catalog, and of course all the pipes come in a little Savinelli thing. And the box is like this. And I usually just go like that. I did that with the Bing's Favorite pipe that I got from Old Carolina Pipe Cottage. So let's see. It's not going to be the driest tobacco, but I'm kind of in a hurry. Not in a hurry. I'm excited to see how this is going to fire up. And this Esoterica Dorchester blend is really a stringy, shaggy kind of thing. So it's going to go in very slow and very light. I'm going to keep it airy in there. I don't want to pack it too tight. So let's see how this goes. Let me just do a char light on it real quick. Fire it up a little more. I like it, man. It's not too big. It's not too big. Easy to hold. It's not heating up yet. I don't think it will be because there's a lot of wood between that cherry and my hands. The only thing that's heating up right now is my body from being in, well, it's officially 100 degrees in this structure that I'm sitting in right now, the Van Gogh room. And I would not be talking to you normally if I didn't have something cold with ice in it right now. 100 degrees is a little too hot. And I have the fan on me. That's good. Let me tamp this down a little bit. I'm just using a golf tee. You guys know that, right? Just go buy a bunch of golf tees for $1.99. You lose one, no big deal. If it gets too gnarly, just flick it out into your backyard, and the next time you mow the lawn, that thing will turn into a bunch of toothpicks and just kind of disappear into the ecosystem, right? Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Let's fire this up again. Yeah, I'm feeling this. I am definitely feeling this. I am not feeling the weight from this. It's light. It's lighter than it looks. And it's prettier than it looked in a catalog. The way the light is kind of catching that stem right now, that you can't see it, but that pearlescent kind of finish. Well, it's actually not a finish. It's throughout the body of the actual lucite. See, by now, Bing's Favorite would be pretty hot. Virginia does burn pretty hot. Normally, I fire up a Virginia in a clay pipe or a meerschaum. Oh, I'm digging it. This could easily be a regular on video with me because it's just an easy smoke and light. kind of effortless. I could see myself packing this thing, you know, with a lighter, a tamper, pouch of tobacco, and bringing it with me to a restaurant, and after the restaurant, walking out, firing up a pipe as I'm walking to my car. Being in a hotel. I don't want to smoke in a hotel room if I go to a conference or something. Sit outside in a pool area where guys are smoking cigars, and let's check out the room note on this Dorchester by Esoterica. Hold on. Nice. Just such a pleasant Virginia. Such a pleasant Virginia. You know what's weird? I notice when I'm sitting like this, the light is shining through my hair, and I'm getting a glimpse of what it would be like if I buzzed my head down and like all you saw was just like round head. But when I go like this, like you see hair, but when I go like this, you see the round head. Interesting. I have a very loose grip on my hair. I freed myself from the tyranny of hair a long time ago. Like I literally, okay, so I'm going to be 61. I'm dead serious. I thought I was going to be bald by the time I was 30. I'm serious. When I started receding and thinning, I said, that's it. I'm going to be bald by the time I'm 30. And I'm not. So, who knows? Maybe I'll buzz my head one of these days just for ha-has. When I was in my 30s, I used to buzz my head just for the heck of it. Buzz it right down to the skin. I loved it. Oh, I loved it. And of course, keep the beard. Thoroughly liking this. Very thoroughly liking this, folks. Tonight I'll be back out here, and to me the ultimate test of a pipe is Haunted Bookshop, so we'll see. Put that in. You know, there was this one brick and mortar store, I don't know, 12 miles from me, and they have a bunch of, you know, they're all Sutliff brands that they give their own names to, but they have one there in a big old ginger jar that they call English Estate. It's a name they made up, and I really liked it. It's a very sweet English, and I have no idea what it is if you just go to the, you know, go to the generic pipe tobacco seller and look up this type of tobacco and see what it is, but this particular store named it English Estate. And I loved it. It's one of the first Englishes. Actually, the first English I ever tried was Frogmorton on the Town. Do I have it here? I loved it. It's a shame they stopped that series. I don't know why. If it was not selling or what, I don't know. Let me just do the reading test here. Let me just pick a book. Just pick a book, any book. Let's find a book here. All right. The Way of Men. Oh no, this one's Becoming a Barbarian by Jack Donovan. Let's just, let me see if I can just smoke this, keep it in my mouth clenched, and then just read. Comfortable. It is comfortable. It's very comfortable. It wasn't, I didn't feel like I have to like really clench down. It just kind of hung. I wasn't like really using any energy to keep it. Let's see here. It's halfway down the bowl. The bowl is warm. It's warm, but it's not hot. The Bing's Favorite, you wouldn't be able to touch it. You just wouldn't be able to touch it. It's just too hot. By now, the Bing's, as much as I like my Bing's Favorite, by now, you're not holding the Bing's Favorite like this. You're holding it like this. Or, towards the end of the bowl, when the thing is raging, you're holding it like this. Like this. But here's the disqualifier. I do happen to smoke. I puff more like a freight train. I'm not a casual smoker. Like, I will go through 2 bowls in the time that some old codgers will go through 1. Like, I'm already halfway through this bowl. And my normal way of holding it is, I don't put it in my hand. I do not put it, it is not in my hand. Okay, I'm just taking my fingers and just going like this. See? Like this. Usually 3 fingers. You know what's weird? Okay, it's 100 degrees in the shed here, as per that thermometer. The sweat is dripping down my head into my shirt. My arms are soaking wet. And I'm okay. A little breeze coming in back here, coming down the back of my neck. That feels good. A little breeze in front of me in the door. I'm good. I turn the fan off just to see what kind of smoke Dorchester is producing. And it's producing a nice, my favorite creamy white smoke. Yeah, nice, nice. And you saw me, I didn't dry this out for very long. Maybe 5 to 10 minutes. And what I have on the Cadillac cutting board right now, I bet you that's going to smoke beautifully. Now, I just mixed that with yesterday's Old Dark Fired. So maybe tonight, tomorrow, and I'm mixing it right now, what I'm going to do is take this Dorchester and have it with the Old Dark Fired in this bowl and see what kind of experience that is. Virginia and Burley. That should be good. That's a pretty look too. Hold on, let me show it to you. That is a pretty look. Can you see that? Look how pretty that is. Right? Golden Virginias and the darker Burley. And that Old Dark Fired is a flake. So, take a look at that. What do you think? Isn't that pretty? Which only tells me it's going to have a very, very nice aroma. Made my own Weber. This should be pretty good. Man, I lost my tamper. I had that wonderful tamper from Rattrays that had a pick that screws into the body of it. I don't know where it is. I think I lost it. I think I lost it between here and the house. I bet you it's in the grass somewhere. Never to be seen, maybe discovered by a kid with a metal detector. And maybe he'll be sitting in a shed here 40 years from now, after I'm gone, having a pipe, saying I found this tamper. Found this tamper. So apparently the guy that lived here before me was a pipe smoker. So we'll see. Right? I wasn't a very good steward of that pipe tamper, now that I lost it. Yeah. Oh well. It was nice while I had it. Very few lights on this Esoterica. Very few lights. What is it now? About 5:30. I'm going to grab a bite to eat for dinner. Don't know what I'm going to have. Bought some cherries today. Cherries are in season. Ooh, they are so good. Nectarines. I had about 5 keto pucks today. And they have kept me full, satisfied. They were so good. They were magnificent. I can tell this is going to smoke right to the bottom. This is going to be, there's not going to be any dawdle. Not going to be any dawdle at all. It's going to be a fine white or gray ash. Alright, out of all the pipes that I have, and I've never done a video of all the pipes that I have, and I do enjoy pipes, I will have to say, well, Savinelli has never let me down. Peterson has let me down a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. What I want is a straight Dunhill, a Dunhill billiard. That's kind of like my dream pipe. Everything I know to be true, even though I got it, I have a old Dunhill right here. I have an old Dunhill right here, about 104 years old. Smokes perfect. It's considered a pocket pipe. It's not considered a full-size pipe. Look at, see what I'm saying? This is full size. This is considered a pocket pipe. So this is good for literally vest pocket. That's it. And I do have a vest pocket pipe that, if you're thinking of getting a vest pocket pipe, it is a novelty, but I will tell you they smoke perfect. They smoke perfect. They're flawless. They are absolutely flawless. So if you're on the fence about getting one, get them. Just get it. I think my hand will be reaching for this a lot this fall, between now and Christmas. Well, that feels good. There was one fella who said he'd like to send me a pipe rack that he makes. And man, they're beautiful. Gosh, they're beautiful. Something like you would hang on the wall. And I forget how many pipes goes in it. Maybe I should take him up on the offer. I said, how about after I move? Maybe I should do it before I move, so I can at least get my pipes together. if you're watching this, get a hold of me and let me know how many pipes does the pipe holder hold, and would I need 2 of them. So I have a couple pipe holders that have like rotation pipes. You know, they have like 7 pipes, and I have one with the brown jar with the wood lid you take off, and like you would put probably an aromatic in there. It's round like a carousel, and it has 7 pipes around it, and that's probably 100 years old. I'm becoming a quick fan of this Old Carolina Pipe Cottage, and he's at oldcarolinapipecottage.com. He is a virtual business that is opening up a brick and mortar store, and between Aiken and Charlotte, South Carolina, somewhere in there, an actual store. Alan Harrelson. Scottish, right? Harrelson, Scottish. Were you ever into holiday pipes? Do you like holiday pipes? How about that Dracula pipe? Do you like that? Are you into the Dracula pipe? I packed up my Danmore and I'm sending to Rich at Briarville. He's going to put a new tenant in it, which is one of my favorite pipes of all time. I think it's a Danmore 304. Looking forward to it. It's going to cost me, I think it was $28, he said, to restore it, get it fixed. So, Danish pipes are beautiful. They're literally beautiful. You know, if you're sitting outside of a hotel and there's a lot of people, you know, I'm not one to like smoke a cob. If I go to an event and I have a shirt and tie on, I'm not doing this. I'll do something like this, a derby, which is, you know, it's a leather-clad pipe, like what I call like a tuxedo pipe. Or I'm probably going to do a, believe it or not, I would do an ugly falcon because it's sleek, very businesslike. Or I'm going to do my apple. Who makes my apple? I'll tell you who makes it. It is made by Guildhall, London. So I don't know if that's an off-brand of whatever, but this apple pipe smokes perfect. And this is a more executive-looking pipe. Smokes perfect. Perfect. But back to my Savinelli 626 Christmas pipe. Let's see if I can bring that cherry back. My mission, if I choose to accept it, can I bring it back to life? Let's see. Ah, it's in full gear. Did you notice what I did? Tamped it down. That brought it back. I was hardly getting any smoke since I tamped it down. Sucker just came right back. You know what I want to try on it? Do I have a rubber, one of those rubber things? Let me see if that fits on it. You know that rubber, what do you call them? Some guys won't smoke a pipe without the rubber bits on them. And I probably got 10 of them. And they fit so good on a pipe. And I see some guys, they just got that rubber bit on there, like that. And they say it helps them so they're not biting down hard on the bit itself, on the stem itself. So let's see, with the rubber bit on it. See, to me it just feels like there's too much going on, too much. Yeah, I'm not a rubber bit guy. And maybe if I was on a tractor all day, you know, not a rubber bit guy. Not a rubber bit guy. Not for this pipe. How about a wind screen? I got this at my brick and mortar for, I don't know what, let's see. It goes on there, fits perfect. Let's see. And that's if it's windy out and I'm outside. I'm not outside, so it's not going to be necessary. There we go. Let me do a little retro action, see what happens. Ooh. Wow. That perique. That perique hits you when you do the retro. Woo! Sure does. I am not a I don't like doing it that much. There's certain blends that I don't mind. What I do like is when you heard me say this, I like the wreath of smoke around my head like jolly old Saint Nick. So there's times where I will just puff on it but not cast it far from me. I just let it waft out and then I smell it. It's nice. It's like a thicker cut Elizabethan. That's what it reminds me of. A thicker cut Elizabethan, if that makes any sense. Well, it passed the test. It did. It passed my test. It's everything I thought it was. Well, it's a good thing my camera shut off. All the neighbors decided to mow their lawn at once. This is what I was going to show you. This is what came out of the pipe right here. This is what you want. Okay? I tapped it on the cutting board. That's what you want. You want that white or gray ash. You don't want big, large, black chunks of unburnt tobacco. It's called dottle. Look at that. It's as fine as can be. Literally, it's fine. It's like flour. That's what you want. So, all that being said, Savinelli, 626, Christmas edition from the old Carolina Pipe Cottage. Good job. Would I give this as a gift? Heck yeah. I sure would. I love this pipe. It's good stuff. Smokes it right down to nothing. Light. Check out Old Carolina Pipe Cottage, I think in August. I think he has a promotion. I think it goes something like this. If you put like Happy Pipe, you get free shipping. Anytime I can get free shipping, I always add more to my order all the time. That's just how I work. Good. It's good stuff. All right. If you don't have the 2021 Christmas pipe with that magnificent, this doesn't do it justice. This is magnificent. It's so pretty to look at. I mean, it's pretty. And with that white stripe, it's magnificent. The rusticated black, I'm loving it. Light, it keeps it, especially for you guys, it keeps it far enough away from the beard. Not like my, what is it? My Peterson that I love, but let's get real. My Peterson does hang close to the beard. It's a great smoker, but I got to really pull it away and light it. But that's a true chin hanger. I'll show you the difference between the two. Chin hanger, Peterson 626 Christmas pipe. And a straight pipe. This is going to look weird. Like, what do you want? How far do you want it to be from you? I like smelling the smoke that not only comes out of my mouth, I like the smoke that kind of comes out of the top of the bowl. I love smelling that as well. Yeah. What a winner, man. What a winner. New pipe to the collection. A year ago, I said, I'm done acquiring pipes. I'm done. It didn't last very long. Old Carolina Pipe Cottage. Check them out. OldCarolinaPipeCottage.com and use the code HAPPYPIPE. Yeah.